Hello, boys and girls, and all the ships at sea. It's your friendly neighborhood fuck nugget Cowboys Crusader himself. And I'm catching up today with the Dallas Cowboys' recent disaster of a season that we've been going through, and I guess I got a couple questions to answer, so let's go ahead and get to that. I haven't been making videos this year for a number of reasons, but I think the top of it would be I have had zero faith that this team would perform or even, have a good season this year simply by the fact that, as I said last year, so long as Jason Garrett's the coach of this team, we're not doing anything. We're not going anywhere. So long as Kellen Moore is offensive coordinator, I don't think this team's going to be able to accomplish anything. As long as Chris Richard is DB backs coach, as long as Rod Marinelli is the defensive coach, hey, if you want to believe in this team, that's perfectly fine. Look, the Dallas Cowboys are my home team, and you can no true Scotsman me into the fucking ground, but the Dallas Cowboys as a football team have broken. They are inoperative. They're inoperable. We have wasted one of, Dak Prescott's prime years. We have wasted one of Zeke Elliott's prime years. We have wasted Jason Witten's return to the NFL. We've wasted all of these things because Jerry Jones has been too faithful to a bad head coach. Let's be real here. Jason Garrett is the next Jeff Fisher. In fact, Jason Garrett's almost worse because with Jeff Fisher, it was more middling. With Jason Garrett, it's so bipolar. But the Dallas Cowboys have been on a 3-game losing streak. And even when the Dallas Cowboys weren't, when the Cowboys were beating up on teams, there's a reason why I still didn't make videos. It's because I saw this shit coming a mile away. The Dallas Cowboys embarrassed themselves against the Bears. And when I say the Dallas Cowboys, I don't mean the players on the field or even the coaches. I mean the brand. The Dallas Cowboys brand embarrassed itself. That's the reason why Jerry Jones is butthurt. It's not because the team lost. The team can lose all the fucking time. Jerry Jones gets paid. But this is one of those brand-defining losses that basically drive home to everyone watching that it was all a lie. Everything that this team put out, everything that this team said, everything that this team pretty much bribed media members to say, all this team did was a hoax. It was fake news. It was a scam. These people have shown that they cannot win consistently. They have shown they can't build upon success. They actually can't do the one thing that they have been repeating for the last decade. If you go back and look at every player interview, every coach interview, starting from, 2007, ever since Jason Garrett got his hands on his team, it's been the same thing. If the team loses, we have to continue to improve and get better each and every day, all 3 phases of the game. And continue to improve and get better and improve and get better. And we have to, in all 3 phases, perform to put ourselves in a position to win. How's that worked out for us? A couple playoff wins, a couple division titles, and you understand that the Dallas Cowboys team uses division titles as fucking paperweights? We used to use conference championships as paperweights until those fucking dried up. But let's be real here. All in all, Jason Garrett has lost this team. I mean, that's obvious. Look, I've played football. Most people watching this will have played football. And if you haven't played football, what we've seen is a team that does not look like it has a coach. I.e., Jason Garrett has lost the team. But even then, what has happened is that the team has backed itself into one of the most disastrous corners where they have accrued a remarkable amount of alleged talent and still lost. there are people who say that the Dallas Cowboys are the worst, most talented team in NFL history. Now, I question if the Dallas Cowboys are actually that talented, but that's just because I've been watching the tape, I've been watching the team, I've been quiet, I haven't said anything, and it's the same shit. The team gets injured, and once it gets injured, it falls apart. This is the same story that the Dallas Cowboys have shown me for the last, at least a decade. One person gets injured, a couple people get injured, and then it all fucking falls apart. And that's a lot of things, but it's the lack of mental toughness. Isn't that the one thing Jason Garrett constantly just pounds home? Mental toughness, mental toughness, mental toughness. And yet, you know, he apparently, Captain Mental Toughness starts coaching from emotion the second we get behind by 14 points, which any normal schmuck would do, but he's not supposed to be any normal schmuck. Jason Garrett's supposed to be a Mensa man. He's supposed to be smart. Is this the play calling of a smart man? We've been talked up from here to East Jesus about this offensive genius, Kellen Moore. And we get this high school shit. This literal JV squad horseshit. He scripts out a good opening drive for once, and then the rest of the game, we're playing tickle taint until garbage time. The defense is a joke. These people hitting people, dancing around like they've done something. Guys, you're one of the worst defenses I've seen this team field in a while. You get a turnover and you think that that's something to write home about? Come on. But no, that the Dallas Cowboys as a team is in a really bad way. And it is. And that's good news. That's good news to all of you who happen to not like the Dallas Cowboys, either because we are a rival or we are another team who dares to call ourselves America's team. I got you. But here's the deal. Jerry Jones lost his cool today, and that tells me a lot. Jerry Jones snapped at the radio announcers asking him a perfectly valid, legitimate, and valuable question, because at this point, there's nothing to save, Jerry. Jerry Jones was asked, is your organization embarrassed, essentially? Was this game embarrassing? Are you as an organization embarrassed with the game that was put up against the Bears? And Jerry throws a little temper tantrum. Hey, watch your tone. He sounds like a fucking tyrant. He sounds like Kim Jong-un. Hey, don't talk to me like that or I'll shoot you. You know. Jerry Jones just went full fucking tyrant. Don't you ask me that question. Yeah. And then he got dumped from the call because he cussed, which, no. And so, Jerry Jones has lost his cool. And the reason I think why Jerry Jones has lost his cool, because he's starting to realize that you cannot own a team like a business. Because if you're only doing business decisions, this is what you get. It's a powerful brand. The Dallas Cowboys have an amazing fucking brand. I mean, Jesus Christ. I live in Southern California. I can't fucking spit without hitting a store that sells cowboy shit in it. That's amazing. As a Dallas boy, fucking homegrown, and someone who wishes he could find more Texas Rangers and Dallas Mavericks and Dallas Stars stuff around here, it's still nice to see Dallas Cowboys stuff around. Must be how those fucking Yankees fans feel. But my point is, the Dallas Cowboys brand has always been really strong. It's been strong because people will buy Cowboy shit either to rep it or destroy it. But at the end of the day, the money's still going to the company. But the Dallas Cowboys brand, I think, has been taking a hit this year. Because when your team basically proves all the haters wrong and then proves them all right within the span of about a month and a half, And the collapse and the fall just keeps spiraling and spiraling and spiraling. There's only so much a group of people can take before they're just not going to give you any more money. And have you seen the last couple of home games recently? I mean, not saying that we've been completely outnumbered, but there's been fewer and fewer home fans and a lot more and more road fans as confidence in this team has waned over the last couple of years and over the last couple of weeks. And, there will be people who have been completely brainwashed into just following this team onto the gates of hell, and that's some kind of point of pride, the 100%ers or whatever. And if that's you, and if you've been following this team for 40 plus years and this is all you got, hey man, good for you. But let me just bring you back to the real pragmatic world. The Dallas Cowboys are a mess, and the reason they are a mess is because they've been misrun. Jerry Jones has run this team under the auspices that it's okay if we lose because we get money anyway. Oh, of course, he's going to tell you, yeah, but don't you think I'd like to win and make money too? But the problem is, when you're making money off of a team's failure, that accommodates that failure in your heart. When you get compensated for failing, that makes failure okay to you. And it doesn't matter how hard you pledge. It doesn't matter how up and down you swear that you will do everything in your power to fix the problem, to fix the failure. You still got paid for it. You know what Jerry Jones needs to have happen to really understand what he's done for this team? He needs to stop taking a check. In fact, his entire family needs to stop taking a check. This team needs to ride or die by its talent, as any normal team does. And for the Dallas Cowboys to be held by a different standard just because we're America's team, and for the Dallas Cowboys to be constantly rewarded for failure is unacceptable. That's why I'm boycotting Jerry Jones. I have zero influence on this decision, by the way. I have zero influence on the team. The team doesn't know I exist. At least I'm glad they don't know I exist. I do not want to be important. I don't want to be noticed. I don't want to be understood. I don't want to be comprehended by these people. Because the Dallas Cowboys are ultimately a business, a corporation, a brand that happens to field a bunch of individuals who happen to wear the same colors I do, that play a children's game, a dangerous children's game every Sunday. And then at some point, if you win enough games, you might be able to make a special extra bonus round where if you win those, you win a shiny trophy. But at the end of the day, football is a game. And the fact that this game has been appropriated by a company means that for those of us who want to see this team perform well, we have two options. Either we wait for Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones and whoever else of this fucking scam clan to die and leave the team in the hands of someone probably poor. The team probably would suffer. They would probably start losing, whatever. But at least the Dallas Cowboys would be free of this Jones curse. And ultimately, that's one of the that's the main reason why I'm not going to make videos for this team, because the Jones family is a curse. They're not good for this team. They have poured millions and millions of their hard-earned dollars, yeah, hard-earned, sitting on their ass. They spent millions and millions and millions of their hard-earned money getting this team to paying these players, to paying Zeke, to paying this, getting a new practice facility, getting a new stadium, getting a new boat. And that's when you realize, oh, they don't care about winning. Jerry Jones is exploiting the Dallas Cowboys fan base and the Dallas Cowboys team, and he can cry his crocodile tears. The only time he cares is when it affects his bottom line. And that loss to the Bears, that's going to affect his bottom line. Because people ain't going to be buying tickets no more. Not for the games. Not for the home games. You think people are going to be buying jerseys now? Think people are going to be buying hats and shirts and bumper stickers and pennants? You think people are excited to win the NFC East going fucking 7-9? Or 8-8? Do you think people are pumped about that? Or 8 and 8? Do you think people are pumped about that? Do you think people are excited to win the NFC East going fucking 7-9 or 8 and 8? Do you think people are excited to win the NFC East going 7-9 or 8 and 8? Do you think people are pumped about that? Do you think people are excited to win the NFC East going 7-9 or 8 and 8? Do you think people are excited to win the NFC East going 7-9 or 8 and 8? Do you think people are excited to win the NFC East going 7-9 or 8 and 8? Do you think people are excited to win the NFC East going 7-9 or 8 and 8? Do you think people are excited to win the NFC East going 7-9 or 8 and 8? Do you think people are excited to win the NFC East going 7-9 or 8 and 8? Do you think people are excited to win the NFC East going 7-9 or 8 and 8? Do you think people are excited to win the NFC East going 7-9 or 8 and 8? Do you think people are excited to win the NFC East going 7-9 or 8 and 8? Do you And when you look back and realize, oh, well, we've had a lot of seasons like this, the 8-8s, the 5-11s, the 9-7s. The Cowboys fans start getting a little fatigued. And I think that ultimately, because we're in the situation we're in, Jerry Jones is going to cry and scream and rend his hair. And next year, he's going to fire Jason Garrett. And he's going to pick up someone else. And we're still going to have these fucking idiots in charge of whatever they're in charge of. And the Dallas Cowboys are going to do whatever. They're going to do the same shit they did this year and the year before that. Because there's no... Unless Jerry Jones has an epiphany, this team is going nowhere. I said it before last year after we lost to the Rams, after the Rams showed the Dallas Cowboys exactly who they were. I said that the Dallas Cowboys are the Ottoman Empire of the NFL. And if you haven't studied your history, what that means is we have stood for practically 1,000 years. We are perennially great. We have withstood battle after battle. We have won victory after victory. We've taken home the greatest championships. We have been at the top of the mountain, and we are nowhere close to that. We have become a liability. We have become an embarrassment. We are the sick man of football. And as long as Cowboys fans refuse to put down their fan goggles, and as long as Cowboys fans can get an attention span longer than a fucking goldfish, and as long as Cowboys fans can actually do something meaningful, like protesting at the Star, or protesting at the stadium, or boycotting Jerry Jones, like I've been doing, nothing is ever going to change. They're going to fire Jason Garrett. They're going to pick up another yes man. They're going to pick up another horseshit, bullshit, fucking Wunderkind. We've already done the Wunderkind offensive coordinator. So then we're going to pick up the old, crusty fuck offensive coordinator. And then wonder why his 30-year-old play calling schemes don't work. Well, the new hotness doesn't work and the old busted doesn't work. So I guess we'll try the new hotness again. And then we'll hire another college Wunderkind quarterback who's going to have a good couple of games and then fuck off and die. So, anyway, 20 minutes is too long to hear from me, but here's your catch-up, and you know what? If you disagree with me, good. I hope you're right. I hope I'm wrong. But I've seen this song and dance before. I've been following this team long enough to see when a team is fundamentally broken in a sport, the Dallas Cowboys are broken. They are not winning the Super Bowl this year. They are not winning the Super Bowl next year. They are not winning the Super Bowl the year after that, or 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 the year after that, until Jason Garrett is gone, Jerry Jones is gone, Stephen Jones is gone, Jerry Jr. is gone, Gene Jones is gone, all of them, every single last one of those titty-twisting motherfuckers are gone. And that's not going to happen, unfortunately. So, enjoy the ride. It's a long way down, and we ain't even seen the worst of it yet. So, be blessed, have a good one, and how about them Cowboys?